We know that in Java, for any two-dimensional array, each row itself is an array. So when a two-dimensional array is called a rugged array, if each row can have different lengths, such an array is known as rugged array. For example, consider the following declaration. Here we are declaring a two-dimensional array called matrix, but in the first row we are having one-dimensional array of size 5. In the second row we have another one-dimensional array of size 4, and so on until the last row, which has one-dimensional array of size 1. Now if you use the dot length instance variable on the name of the matrix, it will give you the number of rows. So here we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4, we have 5 one-dimensional arrays, so matrix.length will give you 5. Now if you use dot length on individual rows, for example matrix 0, which is the first row, dot length, then it will give you 5 for the first row, but it will give you 4 for the second row and 3 for the third row, and so on, because each index variable of the first array is pointing to a one-dimensional array of different size. This is how it is illustrated. Now as you see, the first dimension is an array of 5 elements, so we say we have 5 rows. Each index variable is pointing to a one-dimensional array of different size. The first index variable is pointing to an array of size 5. Second is pointing to an array of size 4, and so on. The last one is pointing to an array of size 5. Therefore, when we use dot length on each row, we are going to have different answers. In this example, we are creating rugged arrays by initializing each row with different sizes of data. Now, what if we want to define rugged arrays and then later we fill it with data? Then we have to do that in steps. First step is you declare the variable for the array as a two-dimensional array. Next, you create an array for the first dimension. Next, you create an array for each index variable in the first dimension. Let us show you an example. In this example, we want to create a rugged array that has 5 rows, and each row is pointing to a one-dimensional array of different size. First, we need to declare the variable for the two-dimensional array by writing integer and empty square brackets and the name of the array. Next, we create an array of size 5, and this is how to do it. Remember that it has two-dimensional array. You just specify the size of the first dimension and leave the other one empty. So now you are creating only this array, and each index variable is pointing to null. And then you go to individual index variables of the one-dimensional array one by one and create an array of different sizes and assign their references to these index variables. So let us create the first one-dimensional array of size 5 and assign its reference to the first index variable of this array. So here we write matrix 0, so we are referring to this index variable, equal to new integer 5. So here we are creating a one-dimensional array of size 5, and its reference is saved into matrix 0. Next, we are creating a one-dimensional array of size 4, and its reference is saved into matrix 1. And so on until the last array of size 1, its index variable is saved into matrix 4. So this is how to create rugged arrays such that every row is pointing to a one-dimensional array of different size.